I'm Addison Rae, and you're watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything chat. My new song is called Diet Pepsi, and thanks to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on the show tonight to answer your questions. Okay, first up, Christina from Lexington, Kentucky. When do you know it's time to release new music? What triggers in your mind that it's the right time? And this is such a tricky question because I feel like everything, there's no technical right time for anything. You kind of just have to make your own right time. And I think that's kind of what I did and what I continue to do is just follow what really feels right. And when the vision and the music is ready to see the world, I think it's pretty clear. And so I always try to follow that instinct. Yeah. So anytime can be the right time if you make it the right time. Judy from Farmington Hills asked, when you were doing your new movie, how great was it having Aquaman and Deadpool on the set? Well, this is complicated and I technically can't really talk about it yet, but yeah, I think stay tuned and you'll get to see kind of how it all unfolds. Anne from Indian River in Florida said, how did Diet Pepsi come together? I wrote this song with two girls named Luca and Elvira, and they're absolutely incredible writers and producers. And we wrote this song together on the first day that we ever met or worked together. So it was a really magical experience. And it really just feels like we honed in on the energy at the right time and really dove into it together. And we felt like it was really magical whenever we were making it. So I'm glad that everyone who really loves it feels the same way. Brenda from Atlanta, Georgia asked, how many followers did you have when you realized that you can make a career out of it? That is an interesting question. I feel like it was more of a feeling. I think I was realizing that not only, getting followers, but also like maybe some brands started reaching out or getting excited or maybe even commenting on my posts. And I was like, oh, if I really take this seriously, maybe there's something special that I can create out of this. And I think that's where I went with it. So yeah. Lisa from Cincinnati, Ohio, when you write a song about a popular product like Diet Pepsi, do they call you up and offer you a truckload of the stuff as a thank you? Actually, kind of. Kind of. I got really fortunate because Pepsi, it was so amazing and sent me plenty of Pepsi products. So I got to try flavors that I hadn't even tried yet, like zero sugar cherry or something like that. And I was like, this is exciting. And so, yeah, I got really lucky. Pepsi's amazing. So, Mallory from Henderson, Nevada, where did you play your first gig as Addison Rae? This is a complicated question. Oh, I guess. I guess the Charlie show when I came out would have technically been my first gig, but I don't know if I don't know. Does that sound right? Kind of ish. Yeah, so then. Samantha from Miami, Florida, do you like Diet Pepsi with or without ice? Definitely with. I love ice, so like crushed ice or like shaved ice or um what is it called? Like a no, not crushed. It's like the Thai iced tea ice. Like okay. No, chipped ice. I love it with chipped ice because then it's almost like a slushy, but it's not. Yeah. So like I do like my Diet Pepsi with ice, and it's either like chipped ice or like crushed ice. I love crushed ice, and I love eating ice, which is terrible, but I love it. Um, Bella from is it Chattanooga? Chattanooga. Okay, Bella from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Is that you or a model on the cover artwork for Diet Pepsi? That's me. Yeah, that's me. Fun fact, I actually color edited the cover. So nobody knows that, but we shot the photo and it was done with no edits, kind of. Just a little bit of lighting touch-ups. And then I kind of had an idea for what the cover would look like color-wise. And then I edited it on my laptop while I was actually on a trip. So yeah, that was all me, and that is me in the photo. Morgan from Burbank, California. As you get older, how are you becoming more like your parents? Oh, that's such an interesting question. I feel like, as you grow up, you realize it in random ways. One specifically that somebody else noticed, and I was like, wow, that's actually so true. And it's so like my mom. But I love to like dissect my food and it's really embarrassing. But I do that and I always like, oh, mom, that's so annoying. And of course now I do that. So yeah. Jennifer from Wilkes-Barre, Jennifer from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I would love to hear about your influences and mentors in the music business. I think someone that has been a really great mentor for me is Charlie XCX, who's absolutely incredible and always been such a light for me in the past few years that we've known each other. More of my influences are I love Charlie, I love Madonna, I love Lady Gaga, I love Britney Spears, I love um, Marilyn Monroe, even. I think musically, I really love so many different things that it's not necessarily an exact influence for the sound by any means, but I think just the feeling. Ari from New York says, do you recall the first time you saw somebody create art of you, and how did that make you feel? Um, very honored, very honored. It was very sweet. Thanks. Thank you again for watching my Ask Anything chat. Thanks to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on the show tonight to answer your questions about my new song, Diet Pepsi.